If you can't understand Bad Bunny songs, don't worry, even native Spanish speakers struggle. I mean, I struggle. But now is the best time to learn Puerto Rican Spanish. Let's see how they change the S sound, why the R sometimes sounds like an L, and the question everyone's wondering, why do they talk so fast? Are you ready? Let's go! Or like they would say in Puerto Rico, vamos allá. Let's start with the main thing that confuses students and even other Latinos about Puerto Rican Spanish, the pronunciation of the S and the R. The thing about the S is that sometimes it seems it disappears. Poof! It's gone. That's why vamos sounds more like vamo, but it's just really softened. It ends up sounding like an H sound in English, a little almost like a sa. For example, los amigos in Puerto Rico would sound more like los amigos. This happens especially with the S at the end of the words. Listen closely to this other example. Más o menos, more or less, would sound more like más o menos. Más o menos. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's completely normal in Puerto Rico. Okay, important. This is something very common in Puerto Rican, but not exclusive for Puerto Ricans, because that happens in all over the Caribbean. Actually, I'm from Venezuela, and I don't use my S's a lot, so I'm sorry about that. The same thing happens with the letter R, and I know what you may be thinking. The R, again, is already hard enough to pronounce it in Spanish. There's a change now? Well, I'm sorry, but yes. Puerto Ricans and actually most of the Caribbean region pronounce the R a little differently from other Spanish-speaking countries. This time the trick is that it sounds like an L, yes, a total different letter. Like this, with the name of the country, their very own country. Puerto Rico sounds a little more like Puerto Rico. Did you get it? Puerto. The R shifts to an L. Let's hear that again. For example, the verb comer, to eat, sounds like comer. Now you can try putting them in a sentence and see how both of them work together like this. Vamos a comer, with a Puerto Rican accent, might sound a little more like vamos a comer. Vamos, and comer. If you don't believe me, hey, take a look and see how Bad Bunny pronounces New York, Nueva York. This is super interesting, and it doesn't mean that it's wrong at all. It's just a different pronunciation, so hey. And Puerto Ricans watching this video, be cool. We love you. We love you a lot, so be cool. Once you get used to these different sounds, understanding the Puerto Rican accent will be much easier. But we still have to tackle the famous challenge of, why does it sound so fast? Why? ¿Por qué? I know, I get it. It feels like native Spanish speakers always speak too fast. And yes, it's true that Puerto Ricans speak a little faster than other Latinos, but this doesn't have to be something scary or a big mystery. All you have to do is understand why and how this happens, and you'll be closer to understanding them without any problem. The thing is that not only do they speak a little faster, but they also link words together very smoothly. It's a fact that Spanish links words together more than English. And of all Spanish accents, the Puerto Rican accent does it the most. It works like this. A simple question like, ¿Tú estás bien? ¿Tú estás bien? The words connect smoothly, almost without pause between them, like this. ¿Tú estás bien? Listen to it, try it out, and take your time. ¿Tú estás bien? ¿Tú estás bien? Notice the S shifting to H. ¿Tú estás bien? ¿Tú estás bien? It's just a matter of practicing and listening a lot of Puerto Rican Spanish, okay? Now you have the essentials to understand the pronunciation of Puerto Ricans. Hey, by the way, if you really want to, even go to the Super Bowl or to understand what Bad Bunny is singing, hey, it's time to accept our friend Benito's challenge. Start learning Spanish. 2026 is the year. Get ready for the Super Bowl. Hey, click the link below, take your 7-day free trial, and you will be learning Spanish all over the place. Now, to understand the way they speak, and maybe try it yourself, you need something extra, something else. You need to learn the distinctive Puerto Rican vocabulary. So let me give you a few keywords. This is how to hack Puerto Rican Spanish. Cómo hackear el español de Puerto Rico. And yes, I just use a bit of Spanglish there because if you want to really nail this, then you need to get used to it. Spanglish is really normalized in Puerto Rico. So you'll notice a few English words sneaking into everyday conversations in Spanish. Let's start with an easy one. El parking. That's the parking lot. It's almost the same word, but with a Spanish article before it. So let's give a little twist to this word park, and let's convert this into a verb in Spanish. We would say parquear, to park. Let's have a look at another example like this. We're gonna use the expression to hang out, okay? With the Spanglish from Puerto Rico, it's not just el hangout. They have turned it into el jangueo. You see? The core of the word is in English, but you twist it a little to make it sound more Spanish. Well, basically keeping the original meaning. Let's check another example. You know the word texting, right? Well, we can turn it into a Spanish verb. We just have to change that ending for an ing form, for a classic Spanish verb ending like ar. The result is textear. And yes, it might sound crazy, but you can conjugate the Spanglish verb. Yeah. For example, yo estoy texteando, I am texting. Tú estás texteando, you are texting. And well, here's a tip. Don't stress out about figuring out exact translations. You just have to immerse yourself in the language, get used to those words, and literally go with the flow. That's it. Last but not least, of course, you need some classic Puerto Rican words and expressions. Let's start with an easy one. Huepa. This is a super fun and common exclamation, something like, yay, awesome, huepa. Now here's one that you will also hear a lot because it's like the Puerto Rican version of saying bro, or dude, or man. It's chacho, acho, which is short for muchacho. This means something like boy or guy in Spanish. For example, you can hear it in a casual sentence like, acho, hace calor, man, it's hot, very hot weather. Now, of course, we can include all of them because, like every other country, Puerto Rican has a long list of unique words that make its Spanish very special. Very quickly, for example, you'll hear words like chavo, which means money, guagua, which means bus. I love guagua. I love that word. Brutal, which means literally brutal. But in Puerto Rico, it's used to mean like cool or awesome, brutal. Let me tell you, the key to understanding the accent and learning all of these essential Puerto Rican words is not memorizing this list. You have to immerse yourself in the language. And I mean more than listening to your favorite reggaeton songs. Sure, that's also great, but you can get started with something a little easier. Watch Puerto Rican YouTubers, listen to Puerto Rican podcasts, watch Puerto Rican news, make the most of the subtitles when they are available. And don't be afraid to listen to things 2 or 3 or as many times as you need. The most important part is to focus on real conversations from real Puerto Ricans. You have to be patient, okay? I know it can feel difficult at first, but it's all a matter of practice, immersion, and paying attention to the context of the words. You got this. So let's show some love to the Puerto Rican culture, the people, and the words from this beautiful island. I want you to go into the comment section right now and share your favorite thing about the country, from the accent to an expression you love, maybe the food or your favorite Bad Bunny song. Hey, who knows? I'm very excited to see what you choose. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about this beautiful language and how you can start speaking Spanish today, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and don't miss the next lessons. I'll see you there. Nos vemos. Ciao.